everyone, welcome back to my channel, Mingby. My name is Mandy and I am a full-time reseller. Today is Wednesday, so I will be going over my sales for the week. This week is for May 13th through the 19th. Sales seem to be a little bit better. Mercari is like blowing me away right now. I am so thankful that I do sell on there and that it's working because eBay and Poshmark were pretty bad this week. I don't know what the deal is there, but this current week, today is Wednesday, things have been a little bit better. So I'm hoping that maybe it was just, my time for my closet to be shadow banned or whatever, all the different people say happen with the rolling servers and whatever other conspiracies that there are out there. Okay, so let me look at my notes. I do jot down things. So Mercari, if you are not aware, today is the 22nd, so their return policy is going back to what they had previously. And that return policy is similar to like Poshmark's. There is no reason for fit. It's only if there's an issue with the item itself, it doesn't work, the wrong item was sent, I don't know, just different things like that, but not, that they just changed their mind or anything. So unfortunately, I do have a return coming back that someone opened on the 20th. So go figure. On Poshmark, if you watched, I think it was my last video, my last What Sold video, I was talking about a new sales strategy that I am trying. So I am at the last week now. This weekend will be the last week of the month. So this will be my 40% off. Now that you don't have to attach the shipping discounts to offers to likers, I am going to start like a rolling like dropping of the prices. I know some people call it like a waterfall sale, but they do that like within the same day. I'm doing it within a month every Saturday. For whatever reason, if I do it on Saturdays, it kind of goes over into Sunday and people are looking at their phone more so, I think, at that point in time, like Saturday night to Sunday morning. So what I'm going to do is the first week of the month will be 10%, 20%, 30%, and then the last will be 40%. It's not going to be on everything because, some things I just don't want to let go for 40%. But I'm hoping that this will generate some sales, generate some activity in my closet. And I do delist, relist about at the 30-day mark, maybe a little bit over. So the people that have liked it throughout the month and no one decided to buy the item, then that's going to get relisted and it won't be a big deal because maybe somebody will buy it at full price. eBay, there was a bunch of lower offers over there that I declined. Pretty slow. Probably the slowest it's been in a while. I do have 2 returns there, which I do offer returns. They have to pay to return it back to me. The only issue that I have is I did purchase it on April 19th. It is now May 22nd. So she opened up a return, which fine, it didn't fit, which I don't understand. She said that they were way too big. There is 00, I think, no, size 0, and it had like a 26-inch waist. There were measurements, so I don't really understand how it can be way too big. Like, how big is your waist? But regardless, she wanted to return them. So I thought once she hit that button and like a week or 2 had gone by, she probably was like, whatever, I'm not going to pay the shipping to return it. I just now saw that she started their return to me on April 30th. Okay, so it's like insane to me that they get so much time, first of all, to decide that they want to return the item, and then they get so much more time to send the item back. So that always kind of, makes me leery. I think I'm going to change what I'm doing, especially for dresses, because I do have another return on that black halo dress. I don't know if you guys remember that from a couple weeks ago. That was a $100 dress. So she opened up the return, or they opened up the return on May 13th. Okay, she bought the item on this May 2nd. She opened the return on May 13th. She has until June 4th to send that back. I mean, that's a lot of time that she could have worn this dress to a wedding or whatever she needs to do, got it cleaned, and sent it back to me. So my higher end dresses, I'm taking off the returns. I know eBay can make you do a return if the buyer, does a not as described, but I would rather try and fight that than potentially have people that are just, renting my higher end things. On WhatNot, I did have an offer I believe it was $20 off a $25 item, which I was definitely going to take. But the time I went in there, I think they must have canceled the request because it just wouldn't let me like do anything on the actual computer. So I went in my app. There I was able to accept it, but then it was like gone. So I kept looking. I'm assuming it says rejected, which I did not reject it. So I'm thinking maybe they did. I'm not exactly sure how that works on their end. So unfortunately, I did lose that sale. I did run like a quick impromptu auction. So that was just stuff that I had laying around from the rummage sale. It was only like 18 minutes because I didn't want to be doing it forever. I had preloaded everything in there for the following day. It was last Sunday. And I really didn't want to do it because I was like, no one's going to come. No one's going to buy anything. But someone had bookmarked it. So I was like, okay, well, someone's going to be in the show, so I better just do it. And I got one sale. So that was kind of exciting. My first WhatNot sale as an auction. It was only $2, but hey, at least now I have 2 sales on my account, which I think will help because, you know, some people are a little leery about buying from sellers, especially on WhatNot if you don't have like a lot of ratings. And then I did have a pretty good Depop sale too. So I'm happy about that. I haven't really been adding anything to Depop. I don't even know. A month ago, I got Vendu for like 1 month just to try it. And I was going to put like 1 item a day into Depop and just see what happened. I don't even remember what I was paying. I had a discount and everything, but I think it was like $10 or something from the discounts. And then I just canceled it because I wasn't going to pay an additional. And Flip supposedly is, you know, almost ready for Depop, but I'm sure I'm probably going to be one of the last people that get it just because I talk so much crap about that company that I'm sure I'm blacklisted somewhere. So yeah, now we will get into my actual listing so you can see what my titles look like, what my pictures look like. Okay, so this is for the week of May 13th through the 19th. Mercari, I am so happy that things are still moving over there. They are saving me. So I had 9 sales for $265. So I get to keep all of that since there are no fees on Mercari. Poshmark, only 12 sales. Like, I just don't understand what's happening. That's normally at least double over there. So 266, that leaves me with 217.80. And then eBay, only 4 sales, another bad week with them. $109.47. Total profit, that leaves me with $69.98. For the vintage lot, that still only 4 items have sold, and I'm still negative $176. The swimsuit lot, though, a lot of those are starting to get paid out to me from ThredUp. So I'm thinking within the next week or so, I should be pretty close to making my money back. But that means I've only made my money back. I haven't made any additional money, so we'll see. I mean, we're already almost to June. I know people do buy swimsuits year round, but kind of like I think March to about now is when I normally sell the majority of my swimwear, but we'll see. And then on WhatNot, like I said, I did have that auction where I did sell 1 item for $2. I still get $1.27 because the fees are pretty good over there. So I'm happy with that because, you know, I made myself do it and it wasn't that bad. Totals then for this week. Oh, I did have the Depop sale. I didn't put that in its own little thing just because I feel like this is getting to be too much, but it was $48. We'll go over that in a minute. So gross sales this week, $690.47 after fees and cost of goods. I do use an average cost of goods, so mine is around $3. So my total profit was $517.01 for 27 items sold, average sale price $25.57. Not exactly where I want to be, but it's better than last week, so I'm happy with that. There is summer slowdown that I think is starting to creep in. That's why I'm hoping that, you know, I keep on myself and get more into WhatNot, just because I think that can kind of supplement some things here where it's not like list and now I have to wait for sales to come in, where WhatNot is just kind of immediate. It might not be a lot, but at least it's immediate sales, so we'll see. Now we will look at my actual listings. Starting with Poshmark, this never fully dressed dress. I've had this for a really long time. This was one of those where I got an offer right away when I listed it, didn't take it, and wish I would have because it's sat probably now for 2 years. This did come in a Quick Lots box. These Levi's moved very quickly. I think I bought these 2 weeks ago at Goodwill for $1.99 on clearance. They were red, they were men's, they were skinny, and they went for $22, so I was happy to see that. Another sale that was kind of surprising to me, these are Athleta cropped leggings. Yeah, I guess I just caught somebody that was looking for this style, and I've had these forever. They offered me $17 and I was more than happy to accept that. I thought this Free People blouse would have done better. It's, you know, really cool looking. It does have the balloon sleeve or bishop sleeve and had embroidery on it, but this did only go for an offer of $28. This t-shirt came in a thread-up t-shirt box. I do okay with those. Normally you find a couple that pay for the whole thing. This just went for $15, but it was just a UCSB track shirt. I'm sure somebody got this because they're going to college there. Peter Millar, it does okay for me. I think we are finally in the season now for golf, so that helped. And I believe this went for my full asking price of $30. Another Free People sale. This was a bad buy by me. Sometimes I periodically will go through Poshmark and look up brands that I know I do pretty well with and look for items that are underpriced. So what I do is I'll put in like Free People, dress, or whatever I'm looking for, and then filter it by lowest to highest. And then if I find a closet where it looks like they're just selling their own personal items, I will see if there's multiple items that I can bundle together so that the shipping isn't, you know, as bad as just buying one, and then in hopes to resell it. This is where this came from. I think I got this Free People dress. What else did I get? A Free People jumpsuit and maybe 2 other dresses. Well, I'm just going to let you know that I should have opened a case when I got it. The jumpsuit had quite a bit of stains, but I thought, oh, I'll be able to get these out, no problem, and I didn't want to return everything. The jumpsuit, I was not able to get all the stains out. That I sent to thread-up, ended up losing money on that. I still have the other dress, and I don't remember the other thing that came with this, and this dress sold for $24, so that was definitely not a good idea on my end. I should have looked at each individual style that I picked up, but I didn't, so a lesson learned by me to not do that again. But I have had some pretty good luck in the past doing that. Savage Fenty, I have really slowed down on picking up the lingerie. I think it's pretty affordable now. The only ones that I will pick up are like plus size, new with tags, like a full set, or kind of the more intricate corset type items. Athleta swimsuit, I've had this I think for 2 years, which is kind of shocking to me because normally I do really well with their swimwear, and it was a size medium. This one did go on my 30% off sale last Saturday. J. Crew, this came from the J. Crew box that I opened on Monday's video. That was absolutely horrible because the more that I went through everything, there are stains on things there that I didn't notice in the video. There's holes, it's been a nightmare to force myself to list these items. I still have some that I think I'm just going to say I don't care anymore and throw it in a thread-up box because it's just not worth my time. So this one did sell for $28, but I need to make up $200, which that's not going to happen. So we'll see what the other ones do for me. Cacique, this is just a body shaper. I probably shouldn't have picked this one up due to the color. I think most people are looking for more of like skin tone color as opposed to green, but someone did end up offering me $12. Here's another item that sold pretty quickly, Democracy. I do good with their jeans, and I have been doing really well with their tops in plus size. This one was new with tags. It had some pretty cool stuff on the back. It was like this velvet mesh, like, I don't even know what you want to call that, like a vine print almost with these flowers. There was a little flaw, but they didn't seem to mind. They did offer me $23. Now on to Mercari. These are a pair of like orthopedic shoes, I think. I picked these up for $1.99. I've had them for probably a year and a half. I don't think I would pick these up again, but they were $27. It was a $27 sale. Rachel Zoe, for whatever reason, it seems to do okay for me as long as there are different factors that help it sell, like a bigger size, better fabric content, that sort of thing. These were kind of a cool print. They were pull-on, definitely a vacation vibe, and these did go for $22. These Abercrombie shorts I was getting ready to pull and send to Plato's. I've had them forever. They're new with tags, just striped pair of shorts. I should not have bought them, but someone did offer me 16 and I was happy to take that. Judy Blue, I have like 100% sell-through rate on jeans and shorts. I pick them up almost all the time unless it would be, I don't know, because some skinny jeans still do pretty well for me in this brand. So they'd have to be pretty like damaged or really worn looking for me to pass on them. But these did go for an offer of 28. This item came from my garage sale when I was out there looking for stuff for the WhatNot shows. I was just kind of grabbing some toys, scanning them on eBay, seeing what comps were and the ones that looked the best and were easy enough for me to ship. I just threw them up online. This one sold in a week for $6. This was a great sale. This is the second time I've found this brand swimsuit. It's TA3. I had never heard of this brand before, but when I found the other swimsuit, I looked into it. It's some sort of patent pending like cinching of the waist. On the back here, you can see it laces up and then you're just supposed to pull it and then it like cinches you in, I guess. This one I had listed, I think, originally for $80. I had a whole bunch of people on Poshmark trying to, send me offers for $40, $45, and I'm like, that's definitely not happening. There were a lot of listed for around $100. Comps were kind of a little bit all over the place, some as low as like $30, but I'm sure that was somebody probably selling their own personal item and didn't know, up to $100. So I thought I would list mine at $80 and just kind of stay there and wait until someone, paid outright. But then I was thinking when she offered me $72 on Mercari, I would make less on Poshmark because they take a higher amount, 20% of the sale. So I was definitely fine with $72 since I get the full amount. Next is Madewell. This came in the recent Quick Lots box. I was surprised that this sold so quickly. I don't know why I didn't think it would. It was Madewell size large, probably because Madewell just has kind of been sitting for me, but it is a current style. I think it was just from last summer, and that went for $34. This is another item from the Quick Lots box that I just opened. Nanette Lepore. This was a cool looking dress. It had a shimmer tone to it, and someone offered me, or no, this was full price, I think, for $35. Now on to eBay. Cabby, one of my favorite brands to sell. Like I've said every other time, it's just kind of you list it and you wait, and someone always comes along and buys it. The majority of the time, they do buy it for full price. This Affliction shirt I bought with another one at Goodwill. Affliction still does good for me. If you can find the jeans, those can do really well. I just make sure that the shirts are in like excellent condition, not super worn or like pit stains or anything like that. These two looked like they were probably worn once and then donated. And this one did go for my full price of $30. These I was so surprised that someone bought, actually, like super surprised, because these came in that fun box from ThredUp that was horrible. And once I looked at the socks, they were all different sizes, I think. So thankfully I looked at that before I listed them as just a group of 3. And these did go for an offer of $10, which I thought was great because I think on the back they said that, yeah, they're only $14 new. And then the last item to sell over on eBay are these Lee, I think, yeah, they're like pull-on trouser pants, but they almost feel like sweatpants. I found these and then another identical pair at 2 different Goodwills on the same day in different sizes. These probably sold within a week, and they did go for an offer of $21. This is a sale that I had over on Depop. This is an Insane Clown Posse or ICP shirt, band shirt. I picked this up on WhatNot in an auction. I thought I would have got it for a little bit cheaper because there weren't many people in the room, and a lot of shirts were going for like $3, $4. I think they were starting them at like $2. And she had said, oh, I have like a couple other ones. Are there anybody interested in these? And I said, oh, run the ICP shirt, thinking, no one's going to want it and I'll get it for pretty cheap. But me and this other girl kind of got into a little bit of a bidding war. So I did end up paying like, how much was it? I think $8 and then shipping. So I was at about $12, which is a little high, but this did go for an offer of $48. So going into next week, I don't know how this weekend's going to be with the holiday. I will be doing, like I said, on Poshmark, the 40% off offers to likers. I think I might run a sale too on eBay. I don't know when I'm going to do that. Maybe Friday through Monday or something. 30 to 35% off items just to kind of get things moving. But like I said, so far this week seems to be, well, it's Wednesday. At least it's been moving a little bit better than it was the last couple weeks, where it's been like really slow kind of during the week and then picks up on the weekend. So we'll see. I'm hoping that it doesn't just like flip-flop and it's completely dead this weekend. I also think I might be switching my days that I'm posting videos. I know I've kind of been doing like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Before I was doing Wednesday, Friday, but now I think it's just going to be Monday, Wednesday. We'll see what kind of sticks for me. Definitely Wednesday will always stay the same. So Fridays, there will not be a video. I am doing it on Monday, and that will be for my bins trip. I did just go to the actual Goodwill bins yesterday, so Tuesday. So I'll show you everything that I got there. If you enjoyed today's video, please make sure to give it a like. It really helps out the channel, and I really appreciate it. I will see you on the next one. Bye!